So if you've been watching me for the last couple years, this past week has been my 4th year on YouTube. All right. And for those of you that want to create videos, for those of you that really love YouTube and you want to continue creating YouTube videos, stick around because on this video, I'm actually going to teach you what worked for me and also let you know what didn't work for me and just basically what I've learned in the past 4 years of being on YouTube. All right. So welcome to another episode of Marcel, Hyde Mindset. Subscribe to that channel, click that like button. And if you're finding any type of value from these videos that I produce on a weekly basis, make sure you're sharing it with a friend, a family member, just someone that you think could benefit from these videos. All right. So if you are creating YouTube videos, the first thing I want to say is I want to ensure that you are having fun creating videos. The minute you do not feel like you are having fun, then take a break, stop. And when you take that break and when you stop, if you do not get that urge to get back on, then that's just a sign that maybe YouTube videos isn't for you and something else is out there for you. Because a lot of people that create YouTube videos just create videos because they think, oh, I'm going to create a video and I'm going to blow up and I'm going to be some multi-millionaire. And a lot of people are in for a surprise when they find out that the majority of people that actually are creating YouTube videos are not making the money that is perceived online. Okay. There are definitely creators out there and people that are making a full-time living and income from YouTube, but if you really break it down and look at the people that are making money on YouTube, they also have, like, let's say a fitness coach. He'll create YouTube videos and then he'll have something he's selling or she's selling or they're selling, right? They won't just create YouTube videos and they're just getting paid from the videos that they create. There are people out there that entertain people and they get paid for sure. But if you look at the majority of people are on YouTube and they use it for their business, right? They have an actual business outside of YouTube, right? Whether it's like a construction business, an automobile business, a real estate business, and they come on YouTube and what they do is they create videos around their business. And it's great because it's a great marketing tool. It's free, right? You can reach so many different people. You can reach people across the world. Let's say, you're in the automotive industry, right? And you are talking about cars and you actually got a car business and someone clicks on your page and they see that you have a vehicle in your lot that they want. They can reach out to you and that could be an international sale, right? Or that could be a sale from a different province or a couple hours away from where you are. So YouTube is great for marketing, all right? YouTube is a great platform if you actually have an existing business to create videos around your business. Allow people to see your personality, allow people to kind of get like a little bit of your lifestyle and how you live and how you communicate and how you talk. So YouTube is a great platform for those individuals out there that do have a business. All right. So here's the raw and real truth about YouTube. If you're someone that is creating content because you think that you're going to become some multi-millionaire overnight, then I'll be the first to tell you that's not going to happen. If you look at many of the success stories of the individuals who have been on YouTube, you hear that they've been on for 10, 14, 20 years and success came later. So if you're someone that's like looking for that instant gratification on YouTube, then you might as well quit. So I've been creating YouTube videos and it's been an up and down journey, of course, because there's been days where I didn't want to post content. There's been days when I didn't want to shoot a video, but I have a why. I have a purpose. My goal is to help individuals out there, see themselves in a better way, to help individuals grow and to expand and to get the most out of life. I realize how short of a life that we have. So my ultimate goal is to get people to realize their greatness within them, their potential within them, and to make use of the time that you've been given, to realize that if you're alive, you're blessed. If you're alive, it's a gift, right? And because of that, you should make the most out of the time you're given, the most out of the life you're given. And I don't want to say this, and what I say right now is to not seem like I'm perfect, because I'm not every hour of the day effective, or I'm not living some perfect life. So I don't come on YouTube to put down anyone or to shame anyone or to act like I'm some perfect human being, right? I'm on this life journey as well too, just like everybody else, trying to figure it out like everybody else. But for whatever reason, I'm called to create videos. For whatever reason, I'm called to express my thoughts, because that might inspire somebody else to express their thoughts. That might encourage someone else to go after their dreams, to go after their goals, right? So that's why essentially I create YouTube videos, because I pretty much see everybody with potential. There's not anyone that I've come across in my lifetime that has no potential. There's a lot of people who do nothing with the potential that they have, because we've all been given potential. We all have something that we could do, and it's all different for each and every one of us. And I say that on every video. What I do, you may not be able to do, but if you could do it the way I could do it, maybe you could do it in a different way. Or if I could do what you do, it's just in a different way or different form. So we each bring something something unique to the world. And your job or your purpose is to figure out what that unique gift is that you could bring to the world that can, change somebody else's life, that can help somebody else, right? So that should be your ultimate goal in life. And it will just give you that fulfillment, that purpose to keep getting up every day and keep giving your best. Because a lot of people are looking for that. Like, what is my purpose of being on this earth, right? Why am I here, right? And it's a question that most human beings ask themselves, like, why am I here? Like, you're all gonna go down that rabbit hole to search for your purpose of being here, and it's gonna be different from everyone else. And that's why I always emphasize the fact that you actually don't have to compare yourself to anyone but the person in the mirror, right? Are you looking at yourself and becoming a better version of that person in the mirror? Are you developing, better habits? Are you being more consistent? Are you being more disciplined? Not to say you're gonna ever be perfect, because you'll never reach that perfection level. There's no one on this earth that is perfect. And God knows that, right? I believe in God, and God knows that there's no human being that is perfect. So if you're trying to be perfect, then you're just setting yourself up for failure. All right. So that is to say, what I learned on YouTube in the last 4 years is you don't have to be perfect to create content, to post a YouTube video, because everyone's on their own little journey, and people actually appreciate when you post content that is authentic, right? They appreciate, showing content where you weren't that good, showing content when you first started out, showing content that's real, that's not just AI generated content that you actually created, not content where, you put in something to some chat box and it just produced your face and some conversation that sounds so intellectual, but you didn't actually do it. No, people want authenticity. We're living in a world where authenticity is actually escaping us, right? There's so much, with a click of a button, right? You can get so much done, and it just removes that authenticity from things. And people are kind of hungry for that authenticity. So don't lose that authenticity, right? Even if it takes you a little bit longer to get to your goal, stay authentic. All right. What else I learned on YouTube is create content around things that you actually are passionate about and enjoy. Because if you're someone that is just creating content because you see somebody else creating content in that field or that industry or that thing, then chances are you're probably not going to stick with it when, you have 10 views, 20 views, 30 views. You'll probably quit. You'll probably give up. You'll probably end up saying that, oh, it just didn't work for me, but it worked for them, right? Or like, YouTube's a scam, or YouTube doesn't work. No, you just didn't create topics or create videos around topics that you're actually interested in, because what's going to keep you going is the fact that you actually enjoy what you're talking about. And a lot of people don't actually enjoy what they're talking about. They don't create content around things that they're passionate about. So then it's easy to give up. But if you are creating content around things that you actually genuinely enjoy, then it's actually difficult to stop, right? It's actually hard to stop things that we enjoy. Think about it. What are some things that you enjoy doing in your life, right? How hard it is to actually stop? Like, it could be basketball, it could be soccer, right? There's people that just like love playing pickup basketball, or love going swimming. It's just like they can't stop that. They're not necessarily getting paid to do it, but they love it so much. They feel called to do it. That's the same thing with YouTube. Make sure that you're creating the content around things you feel called to do, things that you're good at, things you have strength in. Because, when you come online and you're not speaking intellectually, you're not speaking like not necessarily a master, but an expert in that industry or the field, people are just going to skip past your material, because there's people that are actually experts in certain fields because they're passionate about it. How do you become an expert? You don't become an expert because you just slightly like something. You become an expert because you're passionate about it. You love it. That's how we become experts in certain fields. The people that are experts, the people that are top, you better believe they love what they do. Like, the people that are best at something, you can't tell me that they don't have a deep love for that, a deep passion for that, a deep drive for that. So whatever that is, make sure that you're creating content around that. All right. And don't expect instant results. And I spoke about that a little bit earlier in the video, but do not expect instant results. All right. It takes a lot of time to actually build, to actually get the results you want. And it's okay. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, because it's supposed to be fun. A lot of us are looking at it as, if you're dreading it, if you're dreading creating videos, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it, because it's supposed to be fun. The journey is supposed to be fun. Are there going to be hurdles? Yes. Are there going to be ups and downs? Yes. Are there going to be times when you fall? Yes. But guess what? You can always get back up. You can always strengthen your whatever. If you're jumping over a hurdle, your legs, so you can jump over that hurdle. You can strengthen your communication skills. You can strengthen your vocabulary, right? Read more books. So you can get stronger. You can find ways. You can build more resilience. You can build more grit. All right. So I've learned so much in the past 4 years creating videos. I love it. I enjoy it. And if it's something that you feel called to, then I encourage you to keep going, to keep creating videos. But if it's something you don't feel called to, you're just following along, you're just following because it's trendy, or you're following because other people are doing it, then pivot. pivot, get into something where you feel called to. You know, just because somebody else is doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. Be a leader of your own life, right? What I say, you don't have to follow everything that I say. Everything I say is not necessarily meant for you specifically, right? I'm speaking on my personal experiences, and it could apply to you, but not everything I say applies to you. Not everything I say you should take and apply. No, some things you should take and apply. So the next thing that I learned on YouTube is to not take everything people say literal, or not take everything people say and apply it to your life, because not everything that is applicable to you. We're all different individuals. We all have different walks of life. We all have different personalities, right? Take things that people say and apply it and implement it when you're creating these videos that apply to you, right? Take different bits and pieces that resonate with you and then create videos around that, all right? If you get what I mean, all right? I could go deeper and deeper on things I've learned in the last 4 years, but I also learned that people's attention spans are very limited. So if you want more information or what I've learned in the past 4 years creating videos, or you're lacking the encouragement to continue going when you even feel called to, DM me the word mindset, okay? And we'll figure out a way to support you with continuing your journey on YouTube, or trying to figure out if YouTube's for you, if you should continue, if you should stop, if you should pivot into something else, if you're called for something else, but you're not going in the direction of what you're called to. You're just following everybody else. You're not deciding to stand out. You're just wanting to fit in. All right. So let me help you gain that clarity in your life. All right. If you're enjoying these videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. A lot of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So get yourself subscribed, like the video, and share it to someone that you think it can help them grow, or someone that you think could benefit from this content. All right. Maybe it's not you, but maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member. All right. I got my ebook. Ebook is available for purchase. Link is in the bio. Let's keep growing. Let's keep developing. 2026 is still here, but remember, 2027 is just around the corner. So ask yourself this question: who do I want to become in the next 6 months? And if you're not happy with the person you are today, then what is one step or action you're going to take today so that in 2027, you don't have the same results? You're not the same person. You've evolved, you've changed. All right. Because life is all about evolution. Keep expanding, keep growing, keep learning, and create some content. Create a YouTube channel. Post your YouTube channel in the comments below. I'd love to view some of your YouTube channels just to see what you have going on. All right. If my content resonates with you, subscribe. All right. Peace and love. Until next time, Marcel, Hyde Mindset.